Hi everyone and welcome to my studio. I'm Diane and today we're going to paint a version of this hare. Now this is painting I did a couple of years ago and I've done it in various different versions, but today, and it's been quite popular, I've sold quite a few similar ones to this. This is just a photocopy. And today I'm going to try to do something similar to this, but I'm going to try to clean up and loosen up and make brighter the imaginative colours that I used in that painting in the first place. So I'm going to try to go one step further in terms of looseness, or maybe even a couple of steps further. So first of all, I'm going to point out what my colours are that I'm going to use. I'm going to use roughly the same colours as I used here, with the exception of I'm changing from phthalo blue and cobalt. I'm changing to Caribbean blue, which is an Old Holland colour. I love this colour, I think it's marvellous, and I'm going to be practicing with that quite a lot. Then I've got my violet here. This is Quinacridone purple. I'm going to use more of that than I did in this, but you can see there are hints of it. Famous Quinacridone Gold, which is the yellowy tone. I might add a little bit of this Scheveningen orange, which is a very pungent colour. I might. Probably will. This is the black that I need for the darks and so on around the eye and all of that. I might also use my watercolour pencil here, my Aquarat Aquarelle by Staedtler, for some of the darks. That might come in handy for that. And then this is Indigo. This is an Old Holland Indigo, which is a soft indigo. It's not really, really dark. So those are the colours I'm going to be using. If I use anything else as I go along, I will mention it, but I'm keeping to a limited palette because that is, generally speaking, the easiest way to end up with a harmonious picture. So I just want to show you these colours, test them out before we start. So I've got a piece of sketch paper here, and I'm just going to show you this is the comparison here of the painting that I'm going to lift to another level, either better or worse. I suppose if it's worse it will be falling to another level, but anyway, it's the thing when you paint, you know, you never quite know. Unless you set out to absolutely copy what somebody else has done, you never quite know what you're going to produce. Anyway, this is Quinacridone Violet. This is Scheveningen Orange, which I rather like. It makes me think of Spain. And why would that be? This is Caribbean Blue. And as I said before, you may have heard me, it reminds me of phthalo blue, which, just so that we can see, which is this one. But it's a little bit, just a little bit greener, and somehow it seems more intense. But phthalo blue makes a good substitute, so if you want to copy this or try to imitate this, then you can't go far wrong. You see, as it's drying a little bit, you can see more difference there. Look how the indigo is granulating there. That's interesting because you wouldn't necessarily think indigo would be a granulating colour, but evidently it is, whereas the violet isn't. That's because it's a quinacridone colour, and I'm guessing that the orange is also quinacridone. They don't tend to granulate. And then we've got black. This is a soft black, and famous Quinacridone Gold. Whoops. So you can see where I've used that in the ears. And then, so if you try this out and you just test out the colours that you're thinking of for your palette, you can look at them once you've done that and say to yourself, is that a combination that I think I can work with? Okay, so I've finished the drawing, and now I'm going to start with the eye. So I'm going to drop in some Quinacridone Gold and a little bit of orange. Don't worry, it will be fine. Okay, so I'm going to drop water into the ears first of all, and this is what should we call it? Self-expression? I don't know. Let's put some Caribbean blue. Quinacridone purple. Quinacridone Gold. A little bit of orange. And what should we put down the front here? Let's put some indigo, some violet, and some more quinacridone. Yeah. And then maybe more violet. Okay, so now I'm going to draw into that wet paint. And the nose here. This is where you have to have faith and let it dry. I can't add anything else to this at this moment because it will behave quite badly if I do. Although I can probably go into the background a bit, and I might indicate some background and let that run. I'll just remove some of that. Sometimes you get some nice effects when you dab away some of the colour with a tissue. And so we could do some calligraphic lines down here, sort of indicate grass. And we could have a few spatters up here, which will run quite significantly into the background. And then with my pencil, I think I'll come in and see what I can do with this eyeball. And that's run rather badly there. I'm just going to lift that out. We will do a second layer here. In that particular case, the watercolour pencil was a bad choice because it ran too badly. Okay, I need to exert some self-control at this point, and I'm going to let that dry. So it's dry now, and I'm going to come in with some darker colours and just emphasise some of the areas. When I do this, I'm going over the same colour. I'm going over the colour with the same colour. So I'm not changing the colour, just adding another layer of the same thing. I'm going to use some Designers Gouache for the light in the eye, which we've lost. It'll be here. And then I will darken this bit here. And then I really probably should do the eyeball in gouache. I'm going to, because I made a mistake there, so bear with me. Okay, so I'm just going to use a little bit of Arteza gouache. This is mid-yellow, and I'm hoping, I've never used this before, I'm hoping this is going to cover. Yeah, we will see. It should do. it's any good. That's probably okay. When it dries, it'll probably be okay. Okay, so I've gone over the different areas of colour with more of the same, so emphasising what was already there. And I'm putting in the whiskers with a Staedtler pigment liner. And I've done lots of whiskers up here. They do have a lot of whiskers, these animals, so you can flick away to your heart's content with eyelashes and so on and so forth. And I've done a few scribbly sort of calligraphic lines here and there, just for the heck of it, and kind of emphasizing the shape of the ears and so on, and generally just enjoying the materials that I have at hand here. I think I'll just drop in a little bit more at the bottom there. And so I think that's about it. He's not quite dry yet, but he's fun, and I'm sure when he's on the wall from a distance he'll look great. So thank you very much for being with me today, and I thank you for everything, all your support and your likes and your subscriptions and so on and so forth. And I'll see you again soon. So don't forget to put comments below. I always read and answer all of the comments. Don't forget our website at dianeantone.com, and I also have an Etsy shop as well if you wanted to buy one of our prints, but I also sell them on the website. So I look forward to seeing you over there, as well as on the Facebook group too, Learn to Paint Watercolour. So we're all over the place. So bye for now everybody, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!